is ATG Grid News. I am Miss Oni.
I am Zach Heiko.
And I am Catherine Llewellyn. Our top stories. LabGab is back with new project announcements. New fee changes on Second Life already in place. And Marketplace search system is overhauled.
Hello and welcome to ATG Grid News. Patch Linden, Senior Director of Product Operations at Linden Labs, will be making an appearance on LabGab to discuss upcoming projects from the virtual world creators. However, Linden has been teasing their followers about one specific project in particular. On March 8th, Patch posted a photo on Flickr of himself standing next to a barn. However, there were so many mysterious buttons at the bottom of the screen. This led many to speculate as to what new features Linden Labs could be working on. The following day, on March 9th, Patch tweeted a short video of his avatar walking and included arrow keys on the screen. Based on the evidence presented, it appears that Linden Labs is developing a mobile app for Second Life. Followers on Flickr and Twitter have been eagerly anticipating the app, with one user stating, "I look forward to Second Life's return on iPad." We will have to wait until Patch Linden's appearance on LabGab to see if there is an official announcement and if there is any information about the app's release date. Stay tuned for updates on this exciting news.
On Friday, March 10th, 3 high-level executives from Linden Lab will be making a special appearance on LabGab. The focus of the discussion will be the upcoming changes and plans for 2023. During the pre-recorded video, Second Life's Vice President of Product Grumpy Linden, Vice President of Product Operations Patch Linden, and Vice President of Engineering Mojo Linden will be sharing their insights on all the latest features and changes that are coming your way. The LabGab episode aired on the official Second Life YouTube channel on Friday, March 10th at 9 a.m. Second Life time. On this episode, we have been given confirmation of the new Second Life mobile viewer to be released soon.
Second Life is a virtual world that's often hard to explain to friends and family who aren't residents. While most people understand computer gaming and online forums for specific interests like arts, nature, or photography, Second Life is a virtual venue that's none of those things and all of them at the same time. It's a place where you can build and create anything you can imagine, and even longtime residents are often surprised by how people use it in unexpected ways. So what is Second Life exactly? It's whatever you make of it. All aspects of human life can be found here, from the glorious to the not-so-glorious. If you're curious about Second Life, Owl Dragonash, a well-known figure in the SL art world, has attempted to answer this question on her blog, Owl's Eye. You can read it and share it with friends who are curious about Second Life.
Monso, a popular hair shop creator, has had their account reinstated after being suspended last week. The suspension had caused quite a stir in the Second Life community, with many fans expressing their disappointment and frustration. However, after a thorough investigation, the owner was able to prove that the suspension was a mistake and that there was no wrongdoing on their part. Monso has since released a tweet letting their supporters know they were back and that they will continue to create high-quality content for their Second Life community. Fans of Monso can once again enjoy their products and can rest assured that the popular hair shop creator will continue to be an important part of the Second Life experience.
On Monday, March 6th, Linden Lab made an announcement that has sparked a lot of debate among Second Life users. The company announced a series of fee changes and payment options that are set to take effect soon. The announcement started with the news that the monthly fee for a standard full private region, which is a region with the standard 20,000 land capacity, will be reduced by $20 a month. This means that the monthly tier will now be reduced from $229 to $209 per month. The reduction is in honor of Second Life's 20th anniversary, which is happening this year. It's important to note that the monthly Homestead tier and the US $30 a month for the full private region land capacity bonus will remain unchanged. Additionally, Linden Lab introduced a new payment option that has been requested by users for years. Users will now be able to pay tier on regions obtained directly from the lab using Linden dollars. However, there are some caveats. This option is limited to only one region per Premium Plus subscriber, and it is only available for Premium Plus subscribers. Furthermore, this option is currently in beta and set to end on September 6th, 2023. However, this date may be subject to change or extension. To facilitate these payments, Linden Lab has created a land payments region where users can make payments. For more information on using Linden dollars to pay tier to Linden Lab, please refer to the blog post on Linden dollar payments for land. These changes have sparked a lot of discussion among Second Life users. Some are excited about the reduced fees, while others are concerned about the limited availability of the new payment option. It remains to be seen how these changes will affect the virtual world and its users in the long run.
In a recent blog post, Linden Lab have announced some changes to their fees for virtual currency purchases on their platform, effective immediately from Monday, March 6, 2023. The buy fee for Linden dollars, the virtual currency used in Second Life, will be increased to 10%. The minimum and maximum fees charged for Linden purchases will remain unchanged at US 99 cents and US $9.99 per transaction, respectively. Linden Lab also notes that the sell fee for Lindens will be increased to 5% regardless of the transaction size. These fee changes are meant to offset the reductions in land prices and reduce their reliance on a single revenue source, as well as the rising operational costs. Linden Labs has provided a brief FAQ section in their official blog post for any additional questions related to these changes. Specific inquiries can also be made through the forum thread associated with the blog post.
Inara Pay of modemworld.me brings us some updates from Second Life Content Creators User Group Meeting, held on Thursday, March the 3rd. These meetings provide a platform for discussing work related to the content creation in Second Life, including current and upcoming projects, community requests or comments, and viewer development work. The meeting was chaired by Vera Linden and can be found on the SL Public calendar. Here are some key highlights from the meeting. Second Life is set to move away from OpenGL API and adopt Vulkan for Windows and Linux and Molten VK for Mac. Linden Lab is also considering implementing a feature similar to Firestorm's local mesh capability by Beck Janice and Valeth Jin as a result of code contribution. LL has flagged the use of Animesh checkbox on upload as an exploit to get around large mesh objects having heavy land impact values. This will be patched, and users are advised to stop using this as a workaround. Despite allowing for mesh, the current land impact formula still has some shortcomings, but redressing this would require significant work on bandwidth and server memory, which is currently not planned. The move to support GLTF mesh imports is expected to offer a means to address level of detail LOD issues and land impact, bringing about a fundamental shift in the data model. Linden Labs sees PBR, reflection probes, as a means to test data gathering, which could eventually be used in call distance volumes. This would enable users to set up volumes inside rooms, and the viewer would not render anything within a room until a camera is within a certain distance. This could make land impact more dynamic and assist in privacy matters.
In recent news, Linden Lab has announced that they have commenced moving their marketplace search to an up-to-date version of Elasticsearch, the application they use for full-text searches, in order to improve the shopping and selling experience of their users. Despite some initial bumps during the transition, Linden Lab has upgraded their technology, indexing, and searching filters, moving from Elasticsearch version 2.3 to version 8.4. The primary aim of this upgrade is to bring marketplace search results closer to web search, ensuring faster page loads and increasing the number of relevant results. In practical terms, this means that merchant and store names will no longer be included in product-specific searches. Linden Lab has also added several new features, including the ability to do exact matches with quotes around a word or phrase, asterisk wildcard searches, fuzzy matching, and search operators and or not, which will continue to work as before. Linden Lab has received some reports of issues during the upgrade process, including an inaccurate count of matching items on the search results page, and a bug with how relevance of search results is determined. However, these issues have been addressed, and Linden Lab continues to fine-tune the search function. Linden Lab encourages its users to report any issues they encounter and provide specific details so that they can be addressed. Overall, the Elasticsearch upgrade is expected to improve everyone's marketplace experience and provide a more efficient and effective search function for its users.
This has been ATG Grid News. Enjoy the grid!